Some are big and some are small. But whether they are fierce looking or cute and cuddly, since the mid 90s, people all over the world have been playing with Pokemon. 20 years later, Nintendo alongside Niantic have released a new mobile gaming app, Pokemon Go. This new app has everyone playing, from old fans to new. But what has these players so devoted to catching them all? What is it about this app that has trainers searching far and wide to be the very best? Perhaps it is the sense of adventure, or the thrill of the fight. Whatever the matter, I will attempt to explore the many reasons why people are so obsessed with this franchise.
Every second, every minute, every hour, every day. Every year, every season for you I wait. You're the one for me, it's true. I love everything that you do. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day. Come home to me, yeah. Okay, come home today.
Before we begin our journey into understanding, we must first uncover the basics. To begin with, what exactly is a Pokemon?
A Pokemon is a pocket monster.
Mostly describe them as magical creatures, basically with superpowers.
A Pokemon is like, it's a little animal. It has there's a lot of different types of Pokemon, and they can evolve, but some they cannot evolve.
So it's a creature with magical powers you use to fight with other creatures with magical powers.
A Pokemon is a fictional character that humans catch to train and battle against other Pokemon.
Pokemon, a media franchise including multiple video games, animated television series, card games, and even movies. All that depict a fictional class of pet monsters and their trainers.
My name is Jessica Orozco. I am 26 years old and I'm a standardized patient at UC Riverside. At first I was just trying to concentrate on filling out the Pokédex. I've caught 67 and seen 72. I guess I don't remember exactly what age I was that I was playing it on my Game Boy. I think the first one I got was Pokemon Red, but don't quote me on that. I guess when I was like 7 or 8, I guess that was like the thing that was in. I mean, everyone was watching Pokemon, so I started watching the show, and then that's where I became a big fan of it. Yeah, I mean, I can remember like starting out watching the show and then going on to collecting the cards. My dad was always like encouraging me whatever I liked, so I mean, he would take me wherever, like when the movies came out. I remember one time they were having a special release at Toys R Us. I don't know if it was for like the digital watch or something, which I actually found the other day and he fixed for me and it works still. And they were giving out these special Mew cards, and he took me and my friend, and so I have like tons of like Pokemon related memories.
My name is Victoria Lopez. I am 13 years old and I am in the 8th grade.
Pokemon? I would say pretty amazing. It's kind of like a really good experience you're actually having, and it's just really fun. I love to watch the Pokemon anime. I love to collect all toys, but more specifically figures and the plushies, the games. You know, Pokemon is very popular, and I see a lot of videos about it, and I'm like, why not? And I automatically got attached to it. I think it started with the anime though.
My name is Giovanni Padilla. I am 25 years old. I'm a student. I also work at a library. Whenever yellow, blue, and red came out, that's when I started playing.
So about like 98?
I guess. Well, I guess I was 8. I just remember growing up and like trading Pokemon with my friends and my cousins and going to school, trading cards or showing my cards off to my friends. It's just my childhood, essentially. There's a lot to do with Pokemon.
Well, I started watching it because of my friend. And started liking it because of Pikachu.
I really like Bulbasaur.
Jigglypuff.
I like Chikorita.
I have Blastoise, Starmie, Walrein, even though he's half ice.
Pika Pika. I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna sound like the generic answer, but it has to be Pikachu. Well, he was the face of the franchise. He still is. I mean, he was Ash's little sidekick. I mean, everyone wanted to be like Ash and have a Pikachu and, you know, travel the world and become a Pokemon master.
I guess probably Eevee, because we kind of share the same. I shared initials EV, and I've kind of been attracted to them. Plus, you know, you get to evolve it into a million forms.
I love Eevee. It's the cutest thing. Ever since I saw it, it was actually the first game I got was a game called Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky. And when I took the personality test, I just got Charmander, which I didn't really like that much. But once I saw Eevee, I automatically fell in love with it. And ever since that, whenever I played any Pokemon game, I always make sure to have an Eevee. If it comes to the evolutions of Eevee, my favorite is probably Sylveon.
So we're trying to catch Pokemon at Echo Park Lake. Got a Magikarp, a hatched Lapras, and we're searching for a Slowpoke right now. That's all I had. That's all we can do.
How long have you been playing Pokemon?
About a year and a half. My little sister and someone I care about was really, really into it, like obsessed into it. So, yeah. I had her teach me the evolutions and she would quiz me. It was pretty fun. Okay. It's Vaporeon, Flareon, Jolteon, Glaceon, Leafeon, Umbreon, Sylveon,
Espeon.
Espeon. I should get
Lord, Pokeball.
Oh, which one is that one? Who's that one?
Who's that? Who's that?
What is your name?
Jose Alfredo Gonzalez.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
How many kids do you have?
I have two.
What are their names?
Amber Eileen Gonzalez. She's 2 years old. And then I have Andy Evans Gonzalez. And he's 8 weeks.
My name is Ana Gonzalez. I'm Team Blue and I'm 28.
With fans because you get flashback from the time like when you come on like right now I'm 29 and then pretty much when you hear Pokemon go you want to look, oh, it's Pokemon, like let's see what it is. Then you look at it and you make me feel like, oh my god, now I can go everywhere. I can feel like Ash. Because back in the time when pretty much Pokemon came out, you always want to be like Ash. You always want to walk. And with the Pokemon, I mean, with the Game Boy, playing with the Game Boy, it's more kind of like, oh, just say one place that you're playing. But this will make you feel like walk, you know. And then I feel like with the non fans, I think it became popular because like everyone's like doing it and it was walking and people were like, oh, I want to walk, might as well use it.
For us, it was an excuse to go to new places.
As
a family, we would walk around. Our daughter got into it. Like it was like a fun outing for us.
What do you think about the game?
It's addictive. It gets my attention. And I think about it when I go places. I'm like, I wonder there's Pokemon here. You don't really need to see the cartoon to play it or to understand it. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just catch them.
My name is Erica Vanessa Cortez. I'm 29 years old and I'm currently working as a receptionist at a veterinary hospital. Waking up as a kid in elementary school 7 in the morning just to watch Pokemon.
How long have you been playing the games?
The games, since it initially came out with Pokemon Yellow, since, oh god, like early 90s. Basically, with Pokemon Yellow, I just started watching the cartoon and I wanted to see what's up with it, so I got Pokemon Yellow as a kid. Obviously with fans it's Pokemon, and with non-fans I guess you're just being introduced into something new and not just something that people really haven't seen before. Just, you're going outside and you're catching these little monsters, which is really fun.
When did you get the tattoo?
Oh, like 6 years ago, when Pokemon wasn't that popular. Pokemon wasn't that popular as it is today.
Everyone's playing now every day.
Exactly. It's not a fad. I'm an actual fan.
As I continued my research, I realized there are many types of people, both old fans and new, playing with these pocket monsters. But why?
You get to battle each other with these Pokemon that, you know, you've put in so much time with that you even grow and have an attachment with some of these Pokemon. You get to nickname them, blah, blah, blah. And it just becomes more involved. It starts becoming more of a sentimental attachment you have with these, you know, digital sprites and whatnot.
With fans, I think it has to do a lot with nostalgia, because a lot of people that are playing are like in my age demographic, and it's like we grew up with Pokemon, so it's like exciting to finally, in a way, you know, kind of live out your dream and actually catch them. And then like with people that are non-fans, I think they want to see what it's all about, and then they're getting into it, and maybe it's gonna interest them to go back and like look at the original series as well.
Because as of right now, it only includes like first generation Pokemon, so it attracts people like that watched the series growing up, and people like now that remember it from back then. So it brings together like an old generation and a new generation.
I guess because you can go outside. Usually people are just like stuck at home and watching TV, playing video games. This is a video game too, but it makes you go out there and see new things, like things you haven't seen. Like you can go to like a museum, and like this is pretty cool. You know, I've never seen it before. So Pokemon gets people out there more.
Because it's Pokemon and just forcing me to get out of the house, explore new places, and catch Pokemon.
What is Pokemon Go?
It's basically kind of like a worldwide game where you actually catch, where it's kind of like you're catching Pokemon in real life. You go to real world places to catch them. You go to certain places to get stuff. It gets very attaching and doesn't really look all that interesting at first, but after a while you actually get attached with all the Pokemon you can get, the surprising feeling of when you actually get something that you never got before. It's amazing.
It's a way for people to interact with Pokemon in the real world. So they go out and walk and try to find a Pokemon in the wild, I guess you can say, and try to capture it.
Pokemon Go is an application in which people can catch Pokemon on their phone based on geographical locations, and then they can go to specific spots to collect Pokeballs and fight gyms.
So I guess they have these things called gyms where you would, like, based on the show, you would go face another Pokemon trainer and fight with your Pokemon. So that's how it is in the game.
This ridiculous nonsense where you go, you battle, you take out all the Pokemon, and then all of a sudden, over here, Team Valor Mystic jump on the parade and just take over the gym that, you know, Team Instinct so hardly and diligently beat to try and get it, and all of a sudden, you got all these Mystic and Valor people.
Within the game, players have the choice of pertaining to a certain faction. These factions consist of 3 separate teams: Team Mystic, Team Valor, and Team Instinct. The leader of Team Mystic, Blanche, studies Pokemon evolution and claims they cannot lose with their utilization of Commonalysis. The blue team's logo is styled after the legendary bird, Articuno. Team Valor is led by the Candela, who values training and strength. The red team's logo is styled after the legendary bird, Moltres. Team Instinct is led by Spark, who believes you will never lose when you trust your instincts. The yellow team's logo is styled after the legendary bird, Zapdos.
Why did you choose Team Mystic?
Because I really like the color blue.
What do you think of the other teams?
They suck.
Team Valor. Because I know people who are in it, and because what they say about the strengths of Pokemon and stuff, and I believe in that. To win, you gotta be stronger.
I'm Team Mystic. Oh, I love Articuno. It's my favorite of the trio.
I was forced into Team Mystic by my boyfriend.
I wouldn't say forced. I would just say I took the choice out of her hands and I just clicked on instinct for her.
Well, all three teams had something that interested me about the way what they stood for, but ultimately I picked Team Valor because it's based on strengthening up your Pokemon, training them to be the best, and that's what you have to do to be the best.
We are few, but we are strong. Because Zapdos is cool. Zapdos is cool. Freaking that was my main reason. Like I really didn't care about the leaders of each division. It was just more the Pokemon, the mascot. Because you got Moltres, you got Articuno, and Zapdos. And out of the three, to me personally, I favor electric types over mostly. Well, not I want to say mostly all, but it's one of my top 5 types. So that's why I just went with instinct.
Are you guys on the same team as a family? Like in the Pokemon Go, you know how it's divided into 3 teams? What team do you guys belong to?
I'm Team Blue.
Team Mystic.
Do I have to say it? I'm Team Instant.
How is that when you guys go like gym hunting? Do you guys go gym hunting together?
No, we don't.
I mean, we've done it though.
Well, we've done it before. Like we see like the red team in it. I like, oh, this team regular, just go over there, and the Ziku, and then us 3. But she always wins.
Although this app has brought joy and excitement to the masses, nothing is without flaws.
I honestly don't like it because, for me, even though it introduced a whole new audience to Pokemon, I didn't like how all these newbies who don't know anything about Pokemon started to, oh my gosh, Pokemon is this, Pokemon is that. Like, I don't know, to me, like, since I grew up in like the golden age or whatever, I just see these people that like Pokemon now. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you don't know Pokemon. Like, I don't know. That's how I feel.
And since when are you a Pokemon fan?
Since I started playing Pokemon Go. I'm only level 10. I am so addicted to this game.
I didn't really like Pokemon. I used to hate when he would watch it because it'd be really annoying. But I mean, the game is pretty fun, so that's the only reason I play it.
It crashes all the time, at least once, if not twice a day, that they're down for maintenance or because of release in other countries. Really annoying when you're trying to play or trying to catch a Pokemon and the Pokeball freezes, and then you reopen the app to find out that you didn't catch it, so that could be really annoying.
Being a first genner, I just love the gameplay mechanics of the actual main series of games, where you just go explore, battle Pokemon, level them up. It's basically, I guess you could say Pokemon Go is the same thing, but it's more, I guess I don't want to say dumbed down, but it's simpler. It's a simpler version of that. There's really no too much strategy behind it, It's like it's just simple. Just start making it more of like one of the main series games. It doesn't have to be a exact copy of it. All it has to be is implement the trading, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna do. Trading, do trainer to trainer battles, not just go capture a gym and still have it on my phone, just waiting for a new update, seeing if they improve some stuff. Like I said again, it was cool when it first came out. It was all the rage. Right now, just waiting on the improvements, really.
Just waiting for them to improve on the tracking feature again. Just because when it initially came out, there was a little 3 steps, and I was able to find Pokemon pretty easily. Now I'm just wandering around a lot, not finding them.
I wish they would add the trading portion of it, that you could trade Pokemon with other players, and I wish it wouldn't freeze as much.
Customize your gameplay options and difficulty settings to enrich your experience. Adjust the difficulty of your adventure.
Let me see, Joseph. What do you have? Your number?
Yeah, group 1, group 2, but just have one single line.
Take your seat. You get 3, huh?
I'm excited.
That's only if you do both.
Do both?
Yeah. Get both.
My friends got both seasons like game stuff.
Yeah, with the only
They only got one.
Yeah, you're supposed to give them out if you get 2 games. That's the only way you're supposed to get them. Sorry about that, man. They're for 2 different people, no?
These are not the droids you're looking for.
What? No poster?
Well, it's because you guys have it for 2 different people. But you did get both games, so go for it.
Yes. Fight the system.
What is that?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, you can't go up there. Yeah, I found him. Okay, more dialogue, yay. So Victoria, you're loving a Lola already, yeah? What is that? It's a young, so that's a Meowth, but it's an Alolan Meowth. It's a different type of Meowth. And and the Pokemon's battling is called a young goose. Come on, young goose!
As I met these people and explored their reasons for the love of this franchise, it is very clear to me that Pokemon has made a positive impact on their lives. There is just something about obtaining imaginary pet monsters that brings joy to the masses. Still, I asked myself, what is the future of Pokemon? Years from now, will people still be searching far and wide to catch them all?
Eventually. There'll be a time when a new game comes out. Maybe it'll stop.
I think Pokemon will continue on with this mobile app thing. That's the future of all gaming, really, I feel like. I think Pokemon is kind of sort of dying. I feel like there's less and less people who are playing Pokemon Go. You see less and less people on their phones trying to look for Pokemon. And but I don't think Pokemon will die. I think it'll continue. It's a very popular, it's a very popular game.
I feel Pokemon is an incredibly popular franchise, and they'll always have something that they come up with, whether it be new Pokemon or new games for the DS, or if there's a new console, new games for that, new trading cards. So I think it has a long and bright future ahead of the company,
Well, it's gotten really successful, so I hope it'll get even more successful, and maybe they'll have maybe new popular Pokemon.
What is the future of Pokemon? Well, I think the sky is pretty much the limit. I mean, as you see, the games are still coming out on different platforms. We have the television show still, reruns and new programming, the card game. So I think it's still going strong, and I don't think it'll die out as long as there's new generations that are being exposed to it from the generations before them. So I think it has a bright future.
Cookie.
Oh, yeah, you're putting me on the spot here.
Okay, great.
No, let me try again.
Wait, which Pokemon?
Let's go with Growlithe.
Right?